are listening to the Coach's Corner Show on KYNT, Yankton's home team. Now, let's get you caught up on Yankton High School athletics with KYNT Sports Director and the voice of the Bucks and Gazelles, Bryce Ladwig.
Good morning. Welcome to the Coach's Corner. I am Bryce Ladwig, and this is a Christmas edition. What makes it a Christmas edition? Nothing except that it's right before Christmas. And I'm talking to you from the past. Recording this on Thursday, heading out of town with the family, celebrate Christmas, but we wanted to make sure that we have a Coach's Corner show to fulfill your Yankton High School athletics needs, of course. I have my post-game interview with Coach Chris Haynes following the Bucks' loss to Aberdeen at the Summit Activity Center Thursday night. Coach Matt Decker caught up with me Wednesday before the Gazelles went out to Aberdeen and lost in overtime, a very hard-fought game, but I do have some thoughts on Gazelles basketball, and of course, Coach Matt Decker talking about the season to this point anyway. Also caught up with Coach Justin Olson, Yankton Gazelles Gymnastics, and next week I will be catching up with Coach Robert Coyle of Yankton Wrestling, as well as hopefully Coach Terry Pedersen of Yankton Bucks Hockey. That is all around the corner here in the next couple of weeks, but today I want to welcome you in here to the Coach's Corner on KYNT and KYNTV. We'll take our first break, come back, and get into Yankton Bucks basketball. This is the Coach's Corner. Good morning.
My name is Jacob Foken. Running Songbird Kombucha allows me to show my imaginative spirit. Mount Marty was huge in giving me something to work towards and something to become. I didn't set out to become a kombucha brewer. Sort of everything fell into place. The brewing part is how I can be in touch with my artistry and my imagination.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
There are a lot of rates out there, and it can be tough to find the right one. Well, let's make it easy. With FNBO's special offer CD of 5.5% APY for 3 or 7 months, you can earn more, save more, and do more. That's 5.5% annual percentage yield for 3 or 7 months with a minimum deposit of $500 and an FNBO Premier checking account. Give your savings a great big boost with the Great Big Small Bank. FNBO, member FDIC.
Wherever you are in life, you've got plans. You need health insurance for today and for the future. You need Avera Health Plans. Coverage that connects you to community resources, fitness center incentives, and health coaching. You need a health plan that provides solutions for your business and for your family. Learn more at averahealthplans.com. Avera Health Plans, moving health forward.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. This is Bryce Ladwig. Let's start talking Yankton Bucks basketball. Lost Thursday at night to Aberdeen, a final score of 54-45. It was close for the majority of the game. And actually, Aberdeen would get out to 9-point leads, 8-point leads consistently. Yankton Bucks would just keep fighting back. It was really nice to see. Landon Potts had 20 points, a couple steals. Tucker Gilmore had 9 points, 11 boards. Carson Ness, 12 points. Matthew Sheldon added 4 as well. The JV squad for Yankton lost. That was a 65-36 loss. Easton Nelson led scoring with 9. Tate Bestie with 8. I don't have individual scoring for the sophomore game, but the Bucks did win that one. I think the final was 50-47. They're off to a really solid start, the sophomore squad for the Yankton Bucks. Caught up with Coach Chris Haynes in our post-game coach interview. I'll play that for you right now. This is Coach Haynes following the Bucks loss to Aberdeen Thursday night.
All right, joined by Coach Chris Haynes. Sorry, Coach, watching the Gazelles here.
Yeah, barn burner, huh?
Yeah, good game right now in overtime. But, hey, a pretty good game here at the Summit tonight. Very close for the majority of the game. Yankton had a lead at one point. They're battling back and just kind of keeping within it. First thing I want to ask you, Coach, is fast breaks. There were some fast breaks tonight that didn't go Yankton's way, but I thought there were some good looks. They just didn't really fall. What did you see?
Yeah, I think, lost opportunities. I think we had a lot of opportunities tonight. From opening tip, first couple possessions, we had, opportunities right at the basket, and we came up empty. Like you said, some transition opportunities where 3 or 4 where you're looking at, hoping to get at least 2 and maybe 3 with an and 1, and we came up empty in like 3 of those. So those are tough. to take. But overall, just disappointed in the end result. But it wasn't for lack of effort. I thought both teams competed and played hard. It wasn't the prettiest of games, or the most finesse of games that we've seen with Aberdeen in the previous years. But proud of our guys for the way they fought, and it seems like we got in a hole and we battled back. We took the lead. I can't remember if it was late third or early fourth. We took a 1-point lead, and then Aberdeen went on a run on us, and again we kept cutting it back. I think then we got it to 4 a couple times, or maybe even 2, and they were shooting free throws, and got an unlucky bounce. We didn't block out on the free throw, and they get a putback, and that one hurt. But again, proud of our guys' effort. Just need to execute a little bit better.
Just from a broadcasting standpoint, I think I do have the stats, but rebounding seemed improved from the Bucks. Probably not on paper, but as far as there's some good tips. We were talking about that early in the season. Size is always going to be an issue, but tonight it seemed to have some good effort on the rebounding.
Yeah, much better. Yeah, I don't know what the final stats are, but you could just tell that we were blocking out better. We went and got some defensive rebounds. We gave up still a few too many offensive rebounds, but we got a few offensive rebounds at least. So that's an improvement, and that's a positive. The guys, really did a good job of scrapping and clawing and keeping plays alive, especially late. Our guys were battling and hanging in there and trying to scrap and claw and get back in the game, and offensive rebounds were a part of that. But, improvement on the defensive glass, but obviously we still have a ways to go there.
I always like to highlight at least one player for the Bucks. Tonight I want to talk about Tucker Gilmore.
Yep.
Pretty good night, 9 points and 11 boards. We're talking about rebounds, and that he is going to be tasked with a lot of big guys down low. He always has a really tough assignment in front of him and able to grab some glass and had some just really good opportunities tonight.
Yeah, he did. He did a nice job. We kind of left him on an island more on post defense than we normally would. But Aberdeen, the thing that they do and always do well is they got a good inside-outside game. And so their post presence in there, and then they got really good shooters. So if you help too much on the post, then they're kicking it out and they're swinging around, and their shooters are shooting open shots. So, traditionally when we play Aberdeen, we give, unless they have a really good post, which they've had in years, we kind of rely on our big guys to play a little bit more one-on-one than normal, and Tucker did a good job for the most part on that. Their big guys got a couple, but we knew they were going to. But for the most part, he did a good job of holding his ground and making the big guy score over top of him. And then when they missed, he got the rebounds. And then on the offensive end, he did some really nice things for us. He got a couple baskets. And obviously they were switching. So on the ball screens, he had some roll opportunities, and he did a better job handling those things as well.
2 questions and 1 to wrap up. First, how is the Haynes household Christmas going to go? And then number 2, Yankton Bucks basketball, the break, kind of how is that being handled?
It's nice to get a break. The basketball season obviously is such a grind, and you throw the holidays in there and makes it even longer. But it is good. Christmas, guys get away from it for a few days. They'll go we could practice one more day tomorrow, but instead we're going to send them up to Coach Rosie. And, Coach Rosie does a great job of keeping our guys in shape. So they'll get a really good lift and conditioning workout. We didn't tell him that he's also going to condition them tomorrow, but he's going to do that for us. And then
that's a surprise. Is that a Christmas present?
That's my early Christmas present to the boys, is that not only are they lifting, but they're going to get some conditioning in too. But Rosie's such a great resource for us in that aspect that, because if we didn't have him, then we probably would have to come in and practice. And, and for the most part, we just want them to keep their legs under them and get a solid lift. But we hope our guys can spend some quality time with their family. Like you said, get away from it for a few days, and then we come back and we'll have 3 days. Hopefully have 3 solid practices, and then we head up to Brookings on Saturday the 30th, I believe it is.
You have big Christmas plans, your family?
Yeah, we're going to go up to my wife's in-laws, Dan and Karen. Ashley's parents live in Tyler, Minnesota, so we're going to go up there for a couple days, and then we'll come back here Christmas Eve so that we can wake up Christmas morning at our house.
All right. Coach, always appreciate you joining us. Happy holidays to you and your family.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Bryce, and to your listeners out there as well.
Thanks again to Coach Chris Haynes for joining us. I wish him and his entire family happy holidays. We'll take another break and come back with Coach Matt Decker, an interview from earlier in the week prior to Aberdeen, and then talk about that Aberdeen matchup that happened Thursday night up in the Hub City. That's all around the corner. This is the Coach's Corner. Good morning.
Rodents want to make your home their home. Pesky invaders go in search of warm housing and food for the winter. An invasion of rodents can be costly and can contribute to disease and contamination of products. So trust the experts to keep them out. Olson Pest Technicians is family-owned with over 80 years of experience. Even the toughest infestations don't stand a chance. Olson Pest Technicians, putting pests to rest since 1966. Call 800-KIL-BUGS.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Vision Care takes pride in the products we offer. That's why we offer a wide range of stylish and protective sunglasses from your favorite brands like Ray-Ban, Oakley, Maui Jim, and luxury brands like Fendi, Gucci, and more. Our experienced team will help you find the perfect pair of sunglasses to fit your face shape, your style, and your budget. Protect your eyes and look great while doing it. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. This is Bryce Ladwig, and let's start talking Yankton Gazelles basketball. They lost in overtime Thursday night to a very good Aberdeen squad on the road. That final 57-53. Of course, they want the win, but that is just really impressive from the Gazelles. Claire Tereshinski had a night. 31 points. Yeah, that's right. 31 points for Claire Tereshinski. So a very big night for her. The Gazelles now 2-3 on the season. And they, with the Bucks, will travel to Brookings on the 30th. They have a winter break here. But this is Coach Matt Decker prior to the Aberdeen matchup, because we had missed him last week. So I wanted to talk about the Sioux Falls Washington game that they had, as well as their season as a whole. Coach Matt Decker. All right, let's start talking Yankton Gazelles basketball. Joining us on the Pizza Ranch phone line, Coach Matt Decker. Coach, thanks for joining us. We are recording this midweek. So the Aberdeen matchup will have already come and passed by the time we play this. But I'll go over the results and all the stats during the show, of course, for that. First thing I want to ask you, Coach, regarding the Sioux Falls Washington game, Claire Tereshinski had a good one, 13 points. Cameron Koletsky at 6. Jocelyn Elwood, 9 points. And just a really nice to see her be able to have that kind of game. How important is it for her to have a game like this for confidence, just being such a young player?
And she, has been working so hard for us and fighting through injury. And for her to have a game like that is a huge confidence booster for herself and our team, knowing that we can rely on her to score coming off the bench. So she's doing a great job on both sides of the floor for us. And how are freshmen, Eden Wolfgram, Jocelyn Elwood, settling into the roles as younger classmen? It can't be easy. They did start as but they were playing as 8th graders last year, but now an even more expanded role as freshmen. Just kind of how are they settling into that role? Yeah, it's never easy for a coach, especially a first-year coach, to hand the keys of an offense over to a freshman point guard. But Eden and myself, we've learned to trust each other and trust our team, and I think Eden's handling it just fine. And, I think she's doing a really good job of finding her role and facilitating the offense. And, she's starting to realize that she, too, can be a threat offensively, and she can take it to whoever's guarding her. And I think that's what we've talked about. Some of her goals are going to be coming up even after the new year is continuing to attack offensively. But she does a great job for us defensively, too. with Jocelyn, she's fitting into her role. She's just starting to learn that she can score on offense and that she's doing a great job defensively for us. And, when two freshmen are guarding some of the, best players in the state when we're going up against teams, it's not an easy task. But, if they start getting more and more comfortable, more and more confident, those two can really do some things for us.
Cameron Koletsky has been one of many, of course, solid performers for the Gazelles. Kind of a steady hand for the team, whether it be on the perimeter or paint play and on the defensive end. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Cameron is guarding by far the most athletic, the tallest on every team we face because she's long and she's fast and she's an athlete. And, that's what we need from Cameron. She's guarding, like I said, arguably the best basketball player on each team we face. And, we need her to continue to attack and score points for us. But, she doesn't have an easy task, whether it's guarding down low in the post or extending out onto the perimeter. We kind of rely on her to do it all. And, her and Drotz are pretty good as far as, guarding down low in the post. But, we expect a lot out of Cameron, and she does a great job and has a great attitude for us.
Coach, have you liked what you've seen from sub-varsity levels of the Gazelles program? I always like to ask coaches about that because that's your future varsity players down there, the way they've performed.
Right, exactly. And I think that our sub-varsity right now is doing an absolute great job. And between Coach Savvy, Coach Muth, and Coach Heider, we really are developing a program. And it starts, and we all want to be involved in each of our games because that's how much we want to see these programs or those levels develop. And between freshmen on up, collectively, we want each group to take a next step and take a step forward here, even going into the new year. And I think we've been doing a good job so far. And the people that are playing at their levels right now are doing a great job developing as basketball players and implementing those skills that we put in practice into games. And there's not much more I could ask as a head coach, is just seeing the whole program develop, not just the varsity, but also the sub-varsity games developing into, basketball players that get after it, that, take it to a Sioux Falls, Washington sophomore team. And, I think that's really exciting for us as Yankton Gazelles.
Coach, as I mentioned when we first started talking, this will be airing after the Gazelles take on Aberdeen on the road. But we will go over the results in full on the show. But can you give me kind of a small Aberdeen preview? What would you have been looking for against the Golden Eagles?
Well, Aberdeen Central, just like the Gazelles, have a history of girls basketball, and they have high expectations, and so do we. So it's definitely not going to be an easy game to go into Aberdeen and steal that one from them. But, however, we think we're pretty confident, and we want to do some things up there up north. We're traveling all this way, so we really want to compete, and we really want to see if we can steal this game. Aberdeen's a good basketball team. They're 4-0 right now. They've beaten Sturgis, Spearfish, both Rapid City schools. So, they're feeling pretty confident right now. And they're a good basketball team. They're old school basketball. They play inside out. They have two big posts with Hermanson and Burkhardt that we're going to have to, really make sure that we're covering and being there on help side. But, I think we can do some things versus Aberdeen school. And, I'm excited for the game.
What does the Christmas break look like for the Gazelles basketball team as far as practice and schedule, Coach?
We'll give them some time for them to enjoy Christmas with their families. And, we just want them to take some time after this game to really enjoy that Christmas break. We'll come back the 27th and start doing our practices then. But we really want everybody to enjoy that Christmas break, especially after this game.
How about you, Coach? You have big holiday plans?
I'm heading back up north. We're going to head to Watertown, visit my folks, and then probably down to Sioux Falls to visit my wife's folks. And before we finally settle in here in Yankton the 26th. Well, not even Christmas Day, I think we'll be back. So, how about you guys? Are you guys
Coming back around the same time. We're heading out west to Rapid City is where my mom is, but I think there might be some snow, so we might both be battling it from different directions. So
yeah, that's right.
Let's keep in touch.
About time, though, with snow, yeah.
Hey, we've gotten lucky so far, right?
Right, exactly.
All right. Well, Coach, I always appreciate the time that you take. We'll talk to you before the Brookings matchup later this month. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Bryce. Enjoy time.
Thanks, Coach Matt Degger, taking time out of his day earlier in the week prior to the Aberdeen matchup for catching up with us. And I guess congratulations to the Gazelles in a very hard-fought game up at Aberdeen. It's just really awesome to see that kind of fight out of the Gazelles. It is a really fun team to watch right now. So hope all the Yankton Gazelles have a very happy Christmas with their families. Take a break, come back, and let's start talking Yankton Gazelles gymnastics with Coach Justin Olson. This is the Coach's Corner. Good morning.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's two best hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfasts and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, two great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MTRC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy's supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
Yeah, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. This is Bryce Ladwig, and let's start talking Yankton Gazelles gymnastics. Caught up with Coach Justin Olson earlier in the week, and go ahead and play that interview for you right now.
All right, let's start talking Yankton Gazelles gymnastics, being joined by Coach Justin Olson. Coach, thanks for joining us.
No problem, Bryce. Glad to be talking with you.
Last Saturday, Yankton Gazelles posted their highest score of the season, a 131.7, finished third out of 8 teams in their session. That was at the Jill McCormick Invitational. 30,000-foot view, Coach. You happy with the score? You keep talking about wanting to get higher scores, and there it is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things where, you can't complain about that. We set out to do what we planned to do, and the girls executed for the most part. And, we walked away with our season high thus far. So I'm very happy with that, and also looking back and reflecting on the meet, looking back at some things and taking into account that, we took some lower scores as our fourth score and our third score, as well. So there's room for improvement. And, we wanted to come into this Christmas break kind of with momentum swinging our way. And I feel that we've done that. And that's a good thing for us. And now we can use this Christmas break to work on some things, clean up some things, and then continue on into the second half of our season and be ready to go.
All right, you already previewed a question that I was going to have. I was going to ask you, I guess, expand more on what the team is working on in this upcoming break. This is a very large break for competition-wise, obviously. Obviously, you're still practicing, but for the team, kind of what goes into that from a team focus? You changing some routines, kind of? Are you tweaking stuff? Or are you just trying to just really harness? Like, how's that look?
Well, what happens is we kind of take a look at the routines and how they've been scored in each meet, and now we have 3 meets that we've been able to compare it to, and we get feedback from the judges and whatnot, and so then we take that into account. And then also we have some girls that have been working some new skills that weren't quite ready maybe in those first few meets, but then we have a little bit extra time here over break that we can infuse those routines with those new skills and see how they score too. So, I mean, there's still time, obviously, before the state meet to kind of see how they score. I mean, we want to try to get some of that stuff knocked out sooner than later. So the judges do see the routines with those new skills in there, and they can get scored accurately. But, just kind of taking a look at that, this gives us a chance to kind of unpack those first 3 meets and then load up and clean up some of our routines and vice versa. Bryce, the same thing too. We're looking at some things that, maybe we need to take some things out to clean it up. Not ready to throw that. So it's always kind of a chess match, but that's what makes it fun and interesting. And that's what keeps it light in the gym. And the girls always shooting for something to achieve and to work towards. So we want to achieve our high score. I think we can score pretty well. Looking at the second session of that Jim McCormick invite, you had 2 teams on the top there that went 148 and 145. And after that, you're looking at 135, 134 and on down the line. So I think we're sitting pretty good. And you just got to get in and work hard now.
A couple of Gazelles gymnasts I want you to expand on from the Jill McCormick Invitational. Ava Collar, second all-around, score of a little over 35. Also top scorer in the floor routine, finished second in both the beam and vault. And then also Berkeley Olson, top Gazelle on bars, tied for 9th. So really good performances.
Yeah, again, just going back to that senior consistency and, to have, Ava, provide that energy and the girls, I know we have some more of that too, taking a look at, one of our 8th graders, Avery Portillo on floor is pretty consistent. She's been scoring 8-8, 8-9, kind of been waiting for that. She did score a 9, I believe, the other day, one of her first meets, but we're trying to look for her to be more consistent too and really help that team score out as well. But Ava's been up the top there, and now she's winning some events, which is great, and hopefully we can continue that momentum. And she has some room to improve too. So looking for her to keep on gaining that momentum on into the state meet individual in February. If she can continue to do what she's doing, she's going to hopefully look to be right up there, receiving some medals, which is great. And then of course Berkeley is doing both of basketball and gymnastics. So for her to be a high place winner on bars and doing her thing, that's really good too. And she's one of our better beam workers as well. But we did have some falls on beam, but that's the nature of the beast. And like I said, we'll have some time to get into work into the gym this coming break and make sure that we do what we do. But one person I do want to mention is our another freshman, Marissa Berkland, who went 32-7, and that's one of the girls that was really inconsistent. I mean, she had 8s across the board, took a 7 in bars, but she's going 8-7 on vault. She's going 8-5 on floor, 8-0 on beam with a fall. So I mean, she is one that we need to get going too, and she's gonna be a key part of what we want to achieve as a team during our state meet as well.
All right, and as you mentioned, the next competition, January 6th, Invitational at Brookings. Coach, do you have any big plans, any big holiday plans for the Olsons?
So the Olsons will leave to go watch some basketball tomorrow up in Aberdeen, and then we'll we'll drive over to Wisconsin to my parents' house and hang out there for a few days, and then truck on back for practices. So that's kind of the whole gamut, the routine for the Olsons. See the family for a couple of days, then back in the gyms and get some work in. So
you should say fly and start saying take the private jet over to Wisconsin.
Is that the KYNT private jet?
Yeah, the KYNTV private jet. We'll see how that works out. Coach, always appreciate the time, and obviously a lot more season left. Enjoy your holiday break, and thanks for joining us.
You bet. Happy holidays to you and your family too, Bryce.
Thanks, Coach Justin Olson, always taking the time to talk Yankton Gazelles gymnastics with us, and wish he and his team a Merry Christmas, as well as a little extended quote-unquote break out of competition, at least, for the Yankton Gazelles. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the Coach's Corner. Good morning.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
It's that time of year again, and Yankton Rexall recommends that you protect yourself from the flu bug by getting the flu shot from their pharmacy. Stop by anytime Monday through Friday and receive your seasonal flu shot. No prescription or appointment necessary. They will even bill Medicare or insurance for those eligible. Stop in and get protected from the flu bug this season. Celebrating 100 years, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. Yankton Rexall.
All under one roof. Your medical team at Yankton Medical Clinic includes 43 physicians in 18 specialties. All under one roof, they offer a full-service laboratory, imaging center, pharmacy, and ambulatory surgical center. All under one roof for your convenience for over 75 years. The physicians and staff at Yankton Medical Clinic wish you a healthy, happy holiday season. They are thankful for the support of their communities and look forward to serving you in the year ahead.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson, along with Doctors Jim and Sheila Fitzgerald, Jay Fitzgerald, TJ Stotes, and Matt Erlinson, and our entire staff at First Chiropractic Centers. We wish you a holiday season full of joy, blessings, and good health. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you and your loved ones throughout this past year. We look forward to continuing our dedication to providing safe and effective chiropractic care. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Don't wait for the snow and cold to get here. Now is the time to get your garage and shop doors repaired and serviced before the winter season. It's time to call the Garage Door Professionals. This is Cody Miles, owner of Upper Midwest Garage Door. We will service your door for less problems this winter. So if your garage or shop doors need replacing or just a tune-up, get started today with your local independent Clopay dealer, Upper Midwest Garage Door. Give us a call, stop by, or learn more at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
Everyone loves something different about our buffet, which is good because buffet has something for everyone. This is Annie from Yankton Pizza Ranch. Come in and fill your plate with good food that makes you feel good inside. Don't see your favorite pizza on the buffet? Request it using Buffet Your Way. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the very first slice. Grab the country's best chicken paired with tasty sides and finish off with sweet cactus bread at Yankton Pizza Ranch.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
All right, that does it for the Coach's Corner here this morning on KYNT and KYNTV. Special thanks to all the coaches and the teams always taking the time for us here in the Coach's Corner. I'll have Coach Robert Coyle next week, along with hopefully Coach Terry Pedersen of Yankton Bucks Hockey. and of course, Coach Matt Decker and Coach Chris Haynes and Coach Justin Olson. The whole gang, I'm hoping. Thanks to all of our sponsors making this show possible. And to you, the viewer and listener on KYNT and KYNTV. Go Bucks, go Gazelles, go enjoy your holiday weekend. This has been the Coach's Corner.
You've been listening to the Coach's Corner show on KYNT, Yankton's home team. Remember, you can re-listen or re-watch this show in its entirety by visiting the KYNTV YouTube page. This has been the Coach's Corner show on KYNT, Yankton's home team.